What's up, guys? I want to do a little different of a video, actually. I want to talk about Helldivers and why I think it's such a great game. Honestly, I hope this video gets a lot of views because I wanted to get out there, honestly, even though I'm a small channel. And I doubt it'll happen, but still. Alright. Why do I think Helldivers is such a good game? Well, one, it does live service right. It has a crazy community. It does crazy things, crazy ideas, and the concept of it, of what's happening in the background of the game, is fantastic. Alright? So, we'll go down the list a little bit. One, live service games. We all know. We can't deny it. I'm not going to name any games because don't want fucking drama and shit like that. But still, there's a lot of them that, well, maybe you're a little too much on the live service side of things, if you know what I mean. You know, little spendy, if you know what I mean. You know, and that has led to a lot of people not liking live service games. And it leads to a bad reputation with a lot of different developers. Again, not going to say any names. But Helldivers 2 does it right. It has a cash shop. Yeah. But you know what? That same currency that you get in the cash shop, you get around the world, the planets you go to. Shit. Even their battle pass, quote-unquote, battle pass system is fucking free. And the one that they just came out with recently, you pay with in-game currency that you can earn in the game without buying it. But there's the option to if you want to. And it's not shoved in your face. It's not, you don't log in, you know, and, oh, here's this new bundle out. You should buy this new bundle and blah, 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 this and that, you know, all this stupid shit where it's like that's all they fucking care about. That's the main thing. As soon as you log in with a lot of fucking games, it's the first thing you see is a pop-up that says, you know, new bundle with an outfit and like a gun or like a cosmetic of some kind or a pet. All this stupid shit, right? This doesn't do that. I didn't even know there was one at all till like a couple days into playing the game when it first came out. No idea. You know. And like, think about it. There's companies out there that would legitimately make you pay for the currency, for the medals, for the cosmetics, for shit. Some of the weapons. The battle pass would probably cost like $40. You know, plus there'd be a tier skip probably, and much more. I'm not gonna go into all the fucking details, but that's just the most popular shit. Man, I got fucked up right there. No, but just like it's one of those things where they're doing it right. It's there, but they don't force it upon you. It's an option, but you don't have to do it. You gain that same currency. I don't remember what it's called, but you gain that same currency from just playing the game. And through the free fucking battle pass system that you gain from medal, or that you can unlock stuff with medals that you get from in-game that normally would cost about $7, $5, or for a bundle of them, 10, 15, 20, 25, 50, $100. On top of that, the pricing for the actual currency itself. Hi, me again. So, realize that this might need some context, watching this back. What I'm saying here is the fact that in other games, this currency that you would have to pay for, you wouldn't get in-game, which you can get in-game throughout the worlds, throughout the planets, just by playing the game. So what I'm saying here is just to clarify the fact that this currency in any other game would not be obtainable in-game, and you would have to pay for it. That's my point. Just wanted to clarify. Like, this thing would be a money gold mine for so many companies. And they just don't do that with this game. And it's amazing to see that. The way they do it is so good. I'm sure people, I haven't bought any yet. I've been thinking about it, but only just because, I'll tell you this right now, only because I like supporting companies that I like. I like what they're doing. I'm not saying you guys have to do this or anything like that, but I like what they're doing, or if I like what they're doing, rather, I like to support them because I want to see them grow so they have more money to achieve their goals of their game. This game, I would gladly spend money on. Gladly. Just so they have more money to achieve their goals of what they're trying to do. And we'll get to that in a minute because the shit they're doing is fucking crazy. Alright. So, I should have made a bullet point so I could like read what I'm supposed to read because I'm going to forget something, I'm sure. But I digress. Their next thing. The gameplay is fun. It is fantastic. This game does things that I feel like a lot of horde-style shooters does, but better. There's different enemy type. Like, for instance, you think of Payday 2. I'm not going to say Payday 3 because, we're just going to skip over that. But Payday 2, Killing Floor 2. It's kind of the same concept, but on a massive scale, right? It makes me think of the Horde from Halo, right? A little bit. And just like endless waves, like fucking Killing Floor, like Payday 2. You know, and the weapon systems are super. Granted, that people try to make a meta, this and that. I don't care about that. I just want to have fun, play the game, make videos, yada yada yada. But either way, the gameplay is fluent. I very rarely have performance issues. Very, 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 very rarely. I think I've come across, or me and the guys have come across maybe a couple bugs, like a handful, no pun intended. And they're not game breaking. Like, I ended up in a wall at one point, which that will probably come out at some point. I don't know when, so you guys can see that. But I ended up in a wall somehow. I dropped down from my helipod, got out, and I landed in an awkward spot and just got pushed into the wall. Right? I was inside of a mountain. But you can get out really easily. And that's like the biggest bug I've come across. And considering games nowadays, on launch they have more bugs than you see on screen right now. On launch day. You know? And some of them are more impactful than seeing a Bile Titan for the first time. And they're game breaking. And they soft lock you. And they do this, they do that. And it's freaking crazy. And then they monetize it afterwards. Like the bugs don't exist. And they, like, I'm not going to try to make this do a drama video. I'm not. I'm just stating the facts on why Helldivers is so fucking good. Because they don't do that. They make bug fixes. They make changes. And they're not so dramatic that it changes the dynamics of the game either. Right? It's little subtle things here and there. I think they, are doing a great job with what they're doing. And shit, dude, the concept, man. The concept of this game. Not the gameplay itself, but of what's happening behind the scenes is fucking insane. Okay? This is the part that baffles me the most. The absolute most is the fact that behind the scenes, what us as Helldivers are doing. Actually, let me get back to that. I have another point I want to make. The community. I want to go to the community first before I get on that, because it'll tie into that and everything. So I'll just bear with me. Backtracking a little bit. Bear with me. The community side. You have people on Reddit, on Twitter, on social media, making their own fucking posters, talking about like Malevolent Creek, for instance, all these battles going on, all this shit, and talk about how they need fucking reinforcements. They need backup, blah, blah, blah. It's like an actual fucking war. These people are role-playing in a game on fucking Twitter. On Twitter, on Reddit. And shit. And it's fucking amazing. It is the coolest thing. I don't have Twitter. I barely have any social media at all besides YouTube. And I don't want to be on social media. Fuck social media. But I still see these things. My buddy, Jeremy, Soda, talks about the shit he sees because, all the time. Because he's on Reddit and all that shit. And it's like, this game is so good that people are naturally role-playing as Helldivers in and out of game. That is fucking crazy. That is insane. When have you ever heard of that? Ever. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Genuinely. It is insane. The amount of love this game has gotten and what it's turned into with the community is absolutely fucking insane because it is so cherished and so loved because of what they're doing and what they're doing right. Other game companies need to fucking take note, man. Seriously. You want a community and you want a good game that is a live service? Take Helldivers 2 and just learn from that. Learn from this game, please. Make your games be good and people will buy it. People will buy your monetization. People will buy your cosmetics. People will buy all the shit if your game is good. It's not a money train type shit. It's you work on it first, and then it pays off later. And that's what these games don't do. Like Helldivers does. I don't even know how many people have actually bought shit from the game, like currency or whatever. But I bet you it happens more often than not. I've heard of people, in fact, I know some people, on some games, have spent hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on shit just because it looks cool. Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's the thing. You're putting out cosmetics for the sake of only putting out cosmetics. Helldivers 2 doesn't do that. They put out currency and make the cosmetics free. And they put out the currency so you can get the cosmetics from the shop that's in the game. And they have each armor set has its own passives, but they're not game breaking and they're not broken. That's the other thing. Each passive system has a set playstyle to it. I personally like the shit that I can throw things further with. Jeremy likes the stuff where he doesn't flinch so much, and shit like that. So it's like it's not game breaking, but it fills a select role that isn't necessary to fill, but it adds to it. It's not like, oh, you buy this cosmetic pack and it comes with a gun that does 2 times more damage than the average assault rifle. Right? Or you get a sniper rifle that's a fucking railgun. And it's just like you just fucking hit it is shit that has an impact in a separate way other than doing damage or survivability. And even then the survivability doesn't really matter. Like, you can be wearing heavy armor, right, and get swarmed by a fuck ton of bugs. You're still gonna fucking die, probably. If you're surrounded by them, you're still gonna die. It's inevitable. So it doesn't even really matter. But if they were to drop fucking, I don't know, Halo Spartan armor and shit, I can guarantee you that shit would be OP. Guarantee it. And they won't do that. I'm very positive they won't do that. I can't believe I missed that shot. But you see what I'm saying? It's just like, it's the balancing of the monetization with the actual, what you can get with it is so fucking balanced, it's not even funny. It is amazing, actually. And with the community this game has built, excuse me, with the community this game has built, nobody gives a shit. Which is awesome. I don't give a shit. I know my buddies don't give a shit. You know, I've yet to hear any drama whatsoever about this game involving any kind of monetization. Why? Because no one cares. Why do they not care? Because it's a good game. It's because it's a good game. 100%. 100%. It is a good fucking game. That's why no one gives... That's why live service games are not bad. It's the game itself that is bad. Monetization is not bad in a game. I will gladly spend money on a game that's good and that I love. It's the game that is bad. Helldivers 2 is not bad. Helldivers 2 is a great game. It may, in my opinion, be one of my favorite games of all time because of this. Not because of monetization, but because of the community. I mean, and going back to, kind of going back and forth. Sorry. Mind going all over the place. But with the community being said, you have people literally role-playing out of game. I've heard stories of people role-playing in-game, in voice chat. And shit. And like the defense missions play into that 100%. The defense missions, the taking over, as I'm recording this right now, the event or whatever of the destroying the automatons, the robots, has just started. Maybe like a day ago. So it's right on this time frame because this will be going up on Wednesday, I think. Excuse me. So even these defense missions, and that's where all those we need recruitment, or we need reinforcements, we need this, we need people here, blah blah blah, this and that. All these posters, all these posts being put on Facebook, or Facebook groups, Reddit, probably Instagram too. These people are going out of the way to do this for the sake because they give a shit about the fucking game. They fucking care. I haven't heard anything like this ever in my life, and I'm turning 26 this year. And I've been gaming since I was probably about 3 years old. Never heard anything like this. And along with the community, the things happening in the background, too, with the community, along with the developers, is fucking awesome. You legit have a Dungeons and Dragons style game master in the background of the. If you don't know this is gonna blow your fucking mind. It blows mine every time I talk about it. You have a game master like a Dungeons and Dragons DM, a dungeon master. You have a game master, right? His name is Joel, and he is on, and he controls a lot of the shit that happens in game, right? All of the he can control the aspect of combat. Well, okay, I don't know. I'm not gonna stretch the truth. I don't really know what he can do, to be honest. A lot of it is assumptions, but I do know he controls a good aspect of things that happen, right? So, but I don't know, because nobody really knows what he actually does, really. But I do know he has his hands dipped in about everything. And everything, and I seen a short right on YouTube or TikTok or whatever the fuck. I don't even know. I don't even have TikTok, so fuck it. It was a video. We'll put it that way. A dude, and y'all might have seen this too. A dude was running around. He looked like he was a solo on a planet, and he had 5 fucking Bile Titans on him. Just running around, and the caption said, what did this dude do? Oh my god, I'm stuttering. What did this dude do to piss off Joel? And he's running around, and he's surrounded by 5 fucking Bile Titans. And it's that's abnormal as shit, right? The footage right here is on Suicidal. And we've seen 4, I think, in this video, or in this VOD, and they were separated. This was 5, directly on top of him. That's weird, right? In my head, that I don't know. Maybe that's just me. The way I think on it. But either way, they all I have. The thing is, we don't know what he does. And I'm curious, a lot of other people are curious, and that adds to the aspect of the community based upon Joel is like this entity, right? No one knows what he does. No one knows who the fuck he is, but we know he's there. And he could be behind all the shit that we've seen. Like the fucking AT-AT bullshit that just came out recently. Shit, we had rumors of the flying bugs, right? Before they came out, and next thing you know, they were out. Who knows? He legitimately could be the one that's just like, you know what? Just presses the button and spawns them in on one squad. And that one squad sees it, and then it just spreads like a fucking virus all across social media. And then, when that shit happens, on Twitter, I've seen, screenshots of post shit of them, again, the developers role-playing, denying it. And, talking about how it's propaganda or some shit. Against fucking Super Earth. You know what I mean? The developers are even role-playing. With the community. It's fucking nuts. And that was, the main point I was trying to get to. I kind of went off on a rant. The gaming atmosphere for Helldivers is so pure. Between the monetization, the community, the way the gameplay is, how it fucking feels, the developers, the players, fucking Joel, it's there's so much going on, but it does not feel oversaturated. It does not feel overwhelming. It does not feel too much. And I'm sure timing is of the essence, so to speak, in this. But, honestly, this game is one of a kind. I do not believe that we will ever, me being 26 years old, or going to be turning 26, don't think I personally, and maybe even you guys if you're younger, I don't think we will ever see another game like this in our lifetime. Ever. I believe this is once in a lifetime style game because of how the developers handle it, because of the passion behind the players, the content creators, the fucking developers. They obviously love their fucking game and they love what they've created and they love the community. And they're doing things right. They're doing things differently. They're doing things that things should have been done this way for years now. It's just, like I said, I can name so many titles that I'm not gonna name. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about, though, that are just greedy. I'll be honest, recently, some of these monetization bullshit things are the same price as the game. And it's for something completely fucking stupid and pointless, I don't know. Throughout my entire life, I've played a lot of fucking games. And I'm sure y'all have too. I've been in a lot of different communities. Nothing is like this game. Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. This game is such a unique, iconic style of game that I don't think will ever be repeated. Because of greed and because of all this other shit. But it's to be celebrated because this game will not die. I don't think this game is going fucking anywhere for years. And I'm not saying 1 or 2 or 3. I'm saying 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 fucking years. This game will stay because of how beloved it is by the community, by the fucking developers, by all these things. And it's so open to interpretation. They could add any enemy they want to. They could add any stratagem they want to. There was even rumors about the fucking mechs and shit before the mechs dropped, remember? And then, where did those rumors come from? Probably Joel. That's my theory. Who knows, though? There's so many questions, and there's so much, fantasy behind of what is actually going on. But it's not bad. It's not what the fuck are you doing? Insert developer name here. Because of this, just fix the game. No, it's What's Joel doing? What's the developer? What's happening next? I want to know more. I want to see more. I love this fucking game. I love this game. This game is so good, and it is literally just almost perfect, based upon what they're doing, based upon how they're embracing the community, based upon all these things. Because think about it, we have two positions where there's enemies coming from. We have the entire map left. So there's so much room to grow for this game. I mean, on launch, this game, the servers were fucking down because there were so many people trying to get in the game. And people were AFK too, but I digress. I couldn't get any content, or I couldn't even play the game for, I think it was like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks, maybe, because of that. And it's like, it's fucking crazy, dude, because this game is just something else. It really is. And it just, everything about it is fucking fantastic. It's so fucking good. And I love this game, and I will cherish this game forever. This game will go in the fucking history books. Legit. It's one of a kind. And I hope you all think so too. If you enjoyed my commentary and liked what I said, didn't like what I said, whatever, leave a comment, like the video, subscribe as always. And until the next video, I'll catch you guys next time.